Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and it feels so nice to be doing this again. I'm so excited and so nervous, to be honest. And so I said to myself, what could get me back into the game? If Concavenator cannot get me back to the game, I don't know what will. Because this is one of my most favorite animals, most favorite dinosaurs. I have loved it in Jurassic World Alive, and I was thinking about modding the game, adding it through mods, but I modded the game during my 4-month break. I did mod the game and I tried to do something with mods, but it just didn't feel like the game anymore. It just all the joy of building was just sucked out of it. If you have unlimited options, it's not fun anymore. It's not fun to create something with unlimited options. If you have limited options, you're basically proud of yourself for doing something with it and to be able to come up with all of these designs. So I was thinking Concavenator, okay, I need to get back. I need to build something for these guys. And when I saw the new Predatory pack, I was like, okay, let me return. For a while there, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking that I might just fully quit and because it was getting overwhelming. I was trying to do everything very professional, very I was basically trying to go with the algorithm. I was trying to keep up and do videos every week, and now I just said to myself that I'm a human being. I'm not gonna succumb to the algorithm, and if I want to build something, I will build something. I will make video out of it. If I don't want to build something, I will not make a video out of it. And that's basically what it is all about. And you can see me building a new section with these new decorations here. I will not be talking about the video very much, rather than talking about what I plan for the channel, because this is my first video after 4 months, yes. And even before that, there were times that I just wasn't in the mood for building. I basically burned out. I want to thank you all for your supportive messages in my community posts. It meant the world to me to actually have this kind of support, and it was really heartwarming, and it really was a part of why I decided to come back. And I don't want to specify that I came back right off the bat, because things might happen. It might come out of fashion, because I have been pursuing other things. I started dancing regularly, and I'll be actually first time competing in 2 weeks, which I'm crazy nervous about, but it's gonna be a beginner's category, so it's gonna be fine. But yeah, I've started pursuing other things. This game is not the only thing that I have going on anymore. I wanted to have a life. I wanted to go out with my friends during the summer. I basically just got tired, and that's what it was. And I'm really glad that you guys are still here. And if you watched the video, thank you so much. And I really this video will be called, or is called, the first episode of Yosemite 2.0, which Yosemite was initially the park that got me out of my first burnout. And I said to myself, okay, why not? If I'm building this Concavenator enclosure here in this alpine environment on the Yosemite map, because I feel that the little chunk of land between on the map, the one thing that many people actually hate is the restrictions of the map. There's these cutouts, and the cutout creates a perfect channel. The cutout creates a perfect valley that I just used for this enclosure, and I used the entrance point as kind of a connecting device. So you can have many entrances, and they don't actually need to be connected. You can just pretend that they're connected. And this is one of the entrances, and it's we're pretending that it's connected to the rest of the park because the rest of the park is like around, and I chose to have like the highest security fence here because like concavenators are like very nasty and stuff like this. So this was kind of my thinking going into this. And when it comes to what is this terraforming? Oh my god, I'm forgetting my words. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been doing this, but as you can see, I can still talk my way out of everything. And this is the other side of the enclosure, and I wanted to do like a cascading brook, cascading river of sorts, and this was an idea that I actually got from Evolution Square's video, so shout out to Evolution Square, thank you so much. Using the snow texture as the cascades, as like the cascading river flow, and it worked really perfectly. You will see it in a while that I will start adding this snow texture to the whole valley, and yeah, the water is not moving, but it looks like cascading water if you put in rocks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's going on in here, and it's basically a valley slash canyon. I like to call it canyon to stay with the CC, like Concavenator Canyon. And yeah, back to my hiatus. So basically, it happened that I felt there was a point where I couldn't just like come up with new original designs anymore, and it just like wasn't doing it for me to recreate everything again and again and again, like to do the same enclosure again. It's just like you lose interest in it, and I didn't want to force myself. I have been speaking on this channel about mental health and about the importance of doing what you want to do and not something that you think you're supposed to do. And I think that's one of the most important things. And I said to myself, like, who would I be to not lead by an example? I cannot allow myself to burn out like this. I really cannot. So a week passed, 2 weeks passed, 3 weeks passed, a month passed, and I was like, okay, maybe I am taking a break. And admitting it to yourself that something is wrong is usually the start of getting better. So that was even before I took the break. I was like, okay, I feel like I am pretty much exhausted with doing this all over again, and I want to have a life. So I decided to just like don't care about the algorithm. I decided to not care about, yeah, this is something that angered me actually, that you can see in the video right now, that I didn't know. I wanted to have 2 log viewing galleries there, but I only have 1 because like I couldn't put one in the upper parts of the enclosure. But yeah, let me go back. So I don't care about the algorithm. I don't care about getting popular, about getting liked. I thought I didn't care the first time, but then I started trying to create these professional videos and give you tips as if I was someone who had any authority on like we're all like just trying to scramble what we learned by playing this game. Yes, I've played the game for like many hours, like over 700 hours now, but like who am I to actually tell you like this is right and this is wrong? So I mean, those tips videos sometimes are fun to make, but I realized that the more I started scripting my stuff, the more I started scripting those videos, the less fun I was having with it. And it was just like when I watched those videos that I scripted, it was very robotic. It didn't feel genuine. And now doing this again, being in front of the camera while doing a speed build, which is something that I never did, but I said to myself that I would, because I want to get a little more personal about this whole thing and about the channel, and maybe just talk about stuff and not just what's happening in there. And I know that you're here for the game, but if you have seen my videos previously, you will know that I sometimes just like go through topics, and it feels very nice to have a platform where I can just like speak my mind and tell you something about myself, or tell you my opinions that you couldn't care less about. And yeah, and the funniest thing is that now I can truly say that I don't care about the algorithm and getting popular, because like it wasn't my intention in the first place. In the first place, my intention was that I realized that I feel like I did some nice things in the game, and that's another thing. You need to express it. You need to respect yourself and your creativity. It's not being cocky to say that I feel like I can do pretty stuff. I can do nice things in the game, and that's what my initial thought was. And back then, I said I would get personal. Back then, I was at the end of a long relationship that overstayed its welcome, and this game was sort of an escape for me. And I ended the relationship over a year ago. Like, we both like kind of agreed on it, and ever since then, like we can actually speak like two normal human beings to each other now, because like we have so many friends that like we both know, and the breakup was pretty amicable in that way, and now we actually can speak to each other without being nasty or angry or having all of that anxiety inside. And for a while, the game was an escape for me, and it provided a shelter from my daily life that was miserable. But once the life actually got better, and I worked on myself and on my mental health, been through therapy and still going, and I highly recommend it to every family. And because I didn't think that I would need professional help mental wise, and you always don't. And I found out that I actually really needed it, and it worked wonders. And there was a point where actually all of those things that mattered to me before didn't matter anymore. Oh, we're already in the final view. So this is the final view of the valley of the canyon. But I'll just like quickly say that I have very different values now, and I'm a very different person and a very different human being. Still the same. All the old Tommies still live there, and they're holding hands and they're living in harmony now. It's a weird thing how sometimes I think about the world and about human psyche and about these things, but I really like to think about it that way. This is the cute social animation that we have with the Concavenator. I just love the animal so much. And so, as I said in my post, the feeling of you have to had to go away, and the feeling of I want to had to come back. And but with this enclosure, I actually felt like I wanted to build this. I wanted to do this, and for the first time in forever, I had the patience to actually build something. Because at a certain point, the game just wasn't needed anymore in my life. It just wasn't the escape that it once was. And since it was a year and a half old at that time, it just like lost some of its wonder and some of its like newness, some of its freshness. So at a certain point, it was just a chore. And now I'm just like, okay, I'll release a video whenever I feel like it, and I'm sorry if you want a tight schedule from me, but I respect my mental health enough to not succumb to any YouTube algorithms or any expectations of anyone. And if you respect that, I respect you, and I love you. I love every single one of you that stayed around and still watches this video. It's amazing. My life is amazing now, and I want this game and I want this experience to be something amazing, to be something that we can all enjoy together and we can share. and it doesn't need to feel robotic. It doesn't need to feel like a job, like a second job. This is not meant to be my second job. This is meant to be my pastime that I just do. And I'm so grateful to have all of you. And yeah, most probably the second episode of this will come with one of the new creatures, because like, yeah, I want to build for them and maybe reinvigorate some sense of wonder in me, which I feel like it has been invigorated. I mean, the enclosure, I mean, I like it. I don't know how about you, but I'm just like living my best life here. And this is the view from the viewing galleries. And yeah, for the first time ever, I actually am out of words, because I am beyond happy that I managed to get over myself and release something. And I want to continue this park. I want to create a whole park out of it, but I will not be following any tight schedule. If it comes in a week, it comes in a week. If it comes in a month, it comes out in a month. And that's the route that I'm going right now, and that's how I feel it's gonna work the best. But we're slowly nearing the end of this video. I am so exhilarated that I'm moved. I'm always moved to tears, but thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Tommy. If you like the video, please like, comment, or share with your friends. And if you think that you would like my upcoming content, please do consider subscribing. I still got it, because there is probably more coming. I mean, yeah. I will make more videos. So thank you again, and have the greatest of days until the next time. Bye bye.